This video is about invertibility of moving average process of order 2. So we are going to derive the condition uh, which should be satisfied by the moving average process of order 2 to say that it is invertible. So I'll start with the usual procedure. That is, so what is the first line? That is always that epsilon t belonging to I be the white noise process, right? So first we define the white noise process. So that is the epsilon t be the white noise process of white noise process with the mean 0 and variance sigma square, right? So variance sigma square. So what is the next? We always define the time series process. Let xt t belonging to I be a time series process, time series process such that, so we say that let xt follow MAQ process, right? MA2, the moving average process with order 2. So whenever we are proving invertibility, we all know that we are going to take the negative coefficients in the model representation. Then, so xt can also have the representation xt is equal to epsilon t minus alpha 1 epsilon t minus 1 minus alpha 2 epsilon t minus 2. So this expression I am going to write it in terms of the backward shift operator. So that is epsilon t alpha 1 one step back from epsilon t, that is b epsilon t alpha 2 two steps back from epsilon t, right? So that is b square epsilon t. So what is the next step? In the next step I am just going to take epsilon t outside, right? So that is 1 minus alpha 1 b minus alpha 2 b square epsilon t. So this is same from the previous derivation, right? So then so what is the next step? We take theta of b is equal to 1 minus alpha 1 b minus alpha 2 b square. So xt is equal to theta of b epsilon t, right? So now what is the next step? We all know that. So hope you will remember, we know that what is the condition for invertibility? We know that the moving average process is invertible. The moving average process is invertible if, so what is the condition? If the roots of theta of b is equal to 0 lie outside the unit circle, right? Lie outside the unit circle. That is, if b is the root, mod b must be greater than 1. So now consider, so let us find out the roots first. Consider theta of b is equal to 0. So what is theta of b? 1 minus alpha 1 b minus alpha 2 b square is equal to 0. So next step is, I will just try to simplify this expression. So what I will do is, I will just multiply by b power minus 2. So if I multiply by b power minus 2, what happens? I have b power minus 2 alpha 1 b power minus 1 minus alpha 2 is equal to 0, right? So still this is a quadratic equation, right? So what is the, how to find out the root? So what is the root? So root is b power minus 1. Instead of x, I have b power minus 1. So what is the root? Minus b, that is alpha 1 plus or minus b square, right? Alpha 1 square minus 4ac. So that is plus 4a and c divided by 2. So since it is a quadratic equation, there are two roots. So I will just write the two roots. That is, b1 be the first root. b1 inverse is alpha 1 plus alpha 1 square plus 4 alpha 2 by 2, and the one more root is b2 inverse. So that is alpha 1 minus alpha 1 square plus 4 alpha 2 divided by 2. So now what is the condition for invertibility? The process is invertible if so b1 and b2 are the roots of theta of b is equal to 0, right? So mod b1 is greater than 1 and all the roots must be lie outside the unit circle. So all the roots, modulus of all the roots must be greater than 1. So b1 is more than 1 and b2 is greater than 1. So in terms of b inverse, which is same as b1 inverse is less than 1, I'm just taking the reciprocal. b2 inverse is less than 1. So modulus of b2 inverse is less than 1. So now consider, okay, if you consider first one, b1 inverse less than 1. So what is b1 inverse? Here we have alpha 1. So that is b1 inverse lies between minus 1 and plus 1, right? So what is b1 inverse? Alpha 1 plus alpha 1 square 4 alpha 2 divided by 2 less than 1. So this I am going to take it as equation 1. So I have considered this one and I have written like this. So the next step is I consider this one, right? So now consider b2 inverse, modulus of b2 inverse less than 1. So that is nothing but b2 inverse is between minus 1 and plus 1. So what is b2 inverse? It is alpha 1. So if you refer the previous page, it is alpha 1 minus square root of alpha 1 square 4 alpha 2 divided by 2 less than 1. So this I am going to take it as equation 2. So now from 1 and 2. So what is 1? From equation 1, this condition, I will just highlight this one, and from equation 2, so I will just write the expression first. So minus 1 and I will write the negative term, that is alpha 1 square 4 alpha 2 divided by 2 less than alpha 1 plus alpha 1 square 4 alpha 2 divided by 2 less than 1. So is it correct? So minus 1 and 1 boundaries. Then there is a minus b, that is less than a plus b, right? So this term is less than this term, and at the boundaries I have written minus 1 and plus 1. This is by combining expressions 1 and 2. So what I am going to do next is I will just consider this part. This part I am going to consider. So consider minus 1 less than alpha 1 minus alpha 1 square 4 alpha 2 whole divided by 2. So after this, they are the just mathematical steps. I'll take 2 to the other side and bring alpha to the other side. So I have minus 2 minus alpha 1, then minus alpha 1 square plus 4 alpha 2. So I'll multiply by the negative sign so that I can have 2 plus alpha 1 greater than square root of alpha 1 square 4 alpha 2. So in the next step, I am just going to square the terms. So squaring, so I have 4 plus alpha 1 square plus 4 alpha 1 greater than alpha 1 square plus 4 alpha 2. So alpha 1 square get cancelled. So I have 4 alpha 1 minus 4 alpha 2 greater than minus 1. So that is alpha 1 minus alpha 2 greater than minus 1, or alpha 2 minus alpha 1 less than 1, right? This I am going to take it as equation 3. So alpha 2 minus alpha 1 less than 1. Now I am considering this part. I'll just consider the next part, so that is this term. So consider, so alpha 1 plus alpha 1 square 4 alpha 2 divided by 2 less than 1. So that is alpha 1 square 4 alpha 2 less than 2 minus alpha 1. Squaring on both the sides, you have alpha 1 square plus 4 alpha 2, 4 plus alpha 1 square minus 4 alpha 1, right? So alpha 1 square get cancelled. So you have alpha 1 plus alpha 2 less than 1. So this is equation 4. So alpha 1 plus alpha 2 less than 1. So I'll just continue here because I'm out of pages. So last few steps. So also b1 inverse minus b2 inverse modulus of this term is less than 1, right? Why it is so? So because, so what is mod AB? It is nothing but mod A into mod B. So similarly this is less than 1, this is less than 1, so this term is also less than 1. So based on that I am just writing this one. So what is modulus of, what is B1? B1 is alpha 1 plus square root of alpha 1 square 4 alpha 2 divided by 2 into what is B2 inverse, that is alpha 1 minus alpha 1 square 4 alpha 2 divided by 2, that is less than 1, right? So if you multiply, what happens here? A plus B into A minus B. So 1 by 4. What is A plus B into A minus B? A square into B square. So that is alpha 1 square minus alpha 1 square, A square minus B square, right? So that is 4 alpha 2 less than 1. This gets cancelled. 4 gets cancelled. So since it is within the modulus sign, so you will be just left with minus mod minus alpha 2 less than 1. Since you are within the modulus sign, so if you write minus also, plus also, doesn't matter. So you can just write it as mod alpha 2 less than 1. So this you can take it as equation 5. So from, just last step, from 4 and 5. So here we have equation 4 and equation 5. Okay, from 3, 4 and 5. 3, 4 and 5. So 3 says alpha 2 minus alpha 1 less than 1. This says alpha 2 plus alpha 1 less than 1. So you can combine it as alpha 2 plus or minus alpha 1 less than 1, and mod alpha 2 is less than 1. The process, the Ma2 process is invertible. Ma2 process is invertible. So what is the condition for invertibility of Ma2 process? So you should check whether alpha 2 plus or minus alpha 1 is less than 1 and mod alpha 2 is less than 1. So if these two conditions are satisfied, then we can say that the moving average process of order 2 is invertible.